I definitely just looked at one of the lights and it was a mistake.
I've done that before because Nick's been like, "Hey, look at those lights." And I had to go,
Yeah, you have
why do I look directly at a light?
Yeah, you have to know how to look under it and see what it looks like.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That looks good from underneath.
It's like a fine wine.
I just have these dots in my vision now, and it's your fault, Nick. Indirectly. I'll keep it down.
Let's synchronize, Nick. Up, down, left, up, down, down, left, right.
Left, up. Welcome to Scrub Hub Podcast, it's episode 31. Welcome to the Scrub Hub Podcast. Or number 31. I don't remember how to do this.
I don't remember how to do this either. It's been so long.
Tim, have you ever been in the podcast before?
I've never been in a podcast before.
Welcome to the podcast, Tim. This is Tim, if you haven't seen the other episodes.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been good seeing you. Have a good one, everyone.
Studio audience.
Yeah!
You should have had a laugh track in there.
I did.
I had like applause in the back.
It's just the Scooby-Doo one. But yeah, so weekly update or whatever. Connor, you want to start off? Well, actually, I guess it's not weekly update because it's been like 6 months.
6 month update. Yeah, stuff happened. I've got a house now.
Nice.
So that's new.
That is pretty new.
I've been playing Killing Floor 2 recently. I played some I'm blanking on the name. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Ooh, nice.
I played that on PC. And I'm pretty much just waiting for Oddysey, because Odyssey's tomorrow, and I'm going to have to be careful with that game, because I'm going to be like playing way too much of that.
Bring it over and play it on the show.
Yeah, I will.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Good if you don't get copyright struck.
That's a good point, because we did get copyright struck.
I totally forgot about that with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
that's where I had that banned, like post-Wii banned on Nintendo because of copyright stuff.
So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work, but we can play it and we can try it.
Yeah.
I'm not against.
You could just...
We might get away with it if we just play the first, like, 2 kingdoms. Because I know some people online have been playing the first 2 kingdoms.
I mean, the thing is, sometimes it's that the strike doesn't take away your monetization. It's just there. Mm-hmm. And it's just, like, it's a matter of, like, I just don't want Nintendo looking at my stats. But, I mean... Of course, in all honesty, since at the exact moment we're filming this, Scrub Hub can't be monetized anyway because of the new system. We're under our 10,000 views.
Yeah,
so I should maybe just not care. Just go ahead and post it. Because as long as the video stays up.
If we get some views and some subscribers off of it.
Sure. Yeah, so we might just do it for the lulz.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring it over next week.
Cool.
Whenever it comes out.
Huh?
Whenever it comes out, like tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, of course, when this episode comes out, which is like...
It'll already been out.
Yeah. You're already playing Odyssey right now. Yeah.
Maybe I'll record a video review for it and edit it and send it over your way or something.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead.
We'll see. We'll see how much time.
We'll figure it out. This is getting complicated. But...
I mean, we can still play it, though, too. I just meant, like, I might throw it together.
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's fun. Play it.
Or is it not? Yeah, it's fundamentally broken.
I hope it's fun because it's got a lot of good reviews already. So if it's bad, I'm gonna be really disappointed. I'm gonna be like, wait a minute.
The review copy is really good, but the one they sell,
it's alright.
They're pulling a sonic boom on us.
Hey, well, we'll talk about that.
We'll get there. After the weekly updates, we'll get to all these things.
Yeah, Sonic Forces. We'll get to it.
Anyway,
go ahead.
I'll go with my weekly update or whatever. So I've been redoing all of the studios, just all of them. This studio, my electronics studio, my computer setup studio, the music studio, just all of the studios are being completely redone. So you might notice we have one of 3 strips of RGB. If you watch some of our previous videos, there were 3, and then there were 2, and now there was 1 because adhesive. I'm going to be making a video on how not to do RGB because that is exactly how you do it. It looks really nice, and also I can control it with the amplifier's remote, except I can't get to the sensor in the corner.
Which we discovered in the middle of a Prime episode?
I think it was Prime, yeah. I can't get far enough. But you get to...
Ooh. Is it only purple and blue?
With the volume up and down. It's all colors. The actual remote's somewhere else.
No, you're good. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, it should just be right here. Come on, guys. It's okay. No, it's not. Where is it?
This is where the podcast breaks down.
Is the remote?
It's right here.
You got it. Quick, press one of the fancy buttons. Make a disco party.
Going? Is it there?
It's in between that brown bookshelf and the gray ones.
Ah.
This is the sensor.
I'm not getting anything. All right, you try.
Well, I mean, obviously the first thing you have to do is,
Ooh.
which looks terrible on camera, but in person it's great.
Yeah.
But
Progress.
the colors that work really well are the purple, the cyan, yellow, which is just looks really bad.
Oh, that does look bad.
Yeah, green, blue, green, red. That green is so
That's
bad.
orange.
Oh, that is orange. There we go. So red,
I was
green.
like,
There we go.
that's there red. That's not red.
The
Red.
cyan looks pretty good, I guess.
The cyan's not bad. The
Yeah,
blue
cyan's
is
good.
The blue is pretty nice and dark, but the purple I think is the best color.
So the goal is to one day have every surface in this room covered with a RGB.
Yes, but after I learn how to do it properly, because
Starting with Nick. We're just gonna wrap him in RGB.
Oh yeah.
I want that episode where it's just I just can't move. I'm just kind of sitting there.
Oh, you could get those RGB shoes.
Oh.
They just have the strip around the bottom.
For our non-denominational holiday episode, I'll just have to be standing in the back as a Christmas or as a tree. Sorry,
As a tree.
a
You
holiday
already
tree.
messed it up.
Holiday tree.
You already messed it up.
Non-denominational holiday tree.
Starbucks.
Just like standing there.
Just with Christmas lights, but not RGB, or maybe RGB.
RGB.
Whatever works.
Technically, I do have the RGB ones, RGB Christmas lights that flash and stuff.
That's
But
good.
yeah, and then games I've been playing. Well, not recently, but I've been mostly playing Guild Wars 2.
Oh.
I've seen you on
I
there.
saw
I
that.
downloaded Guild Wars 2,
It's really good.
and then I deleted it because I needed space on my computer.
It's really big. I made the mistake of putting that in my C drive. There wasn't any room.
Yeah, I had it on there, and I was like, my computer's really filled up with like stuff. And I was like, I wonder what it is. And I looked, and it was Grand Theft Auto 5 and Guild Wars 2.
Yeah.
And I deleted both of them. I was just like, I can't deal with this. I was like, I could put like 18 games on in the
Yeah.
space of these games. Like,
Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is almost unnecessarily large.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
It
Grand
looks
Theft Auto
good, though.
5. Grand Theft Auto 5 was over 70 gigs.
Oh, that's right, it is.
I was like,
forgot.
that's insane.
I think the new update gave it like an extra 20 gigs or
Yeah.
something. Because I remember it used to be like 55 or
Yeah,
something.
it's
Like
crazy.
usable, but yeah, it's
I mean, it's bad because I'm like, this is just too big. Like, it's just too much.
yeah. You like need a hard drive
Yeah.
just for
Mm-hmm.
this monitor falls asleep way
I'm
too
gonna buy a
fast.
solid state drive and just put Grand Theft Auto 5 on.
At least you'll load in at a decent rate.
No,
The Grand Theft Auto 5 is as great of a game as this. It's broken.
it's just
Like,
But
it's online, it lags all the time, like in weird ways.
it just kicks you at random
Yeah.
times, which is the best thing. Time to get in a match with everyone finally.
Yep.
Boop.
Mhm.
So and so disconnected. It's like no. It's actually the best when you're having a LAN party
Mhm.
and it says someone disconnected and you're like, no, because we're all here.
It's hilarious. Like, me, you, and Michael played it for a Let's Play. Did that ever go up?
No, that
All right.
episode is scrapped.
Scrapped. All right. Well, we played it for a Let's Play, and like we all got kicked out of a like room basically, and we like me and you went to one room, and Michael went to a totally separate room, and it's like we're all playing together. We're
Yeah.
all like in a group together, and it kicked us like all over the place. It was horrible.
Yeah, it's just. I love how it tries to like automatically like we put you with your friends except they're not on or whatever, and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Just the one person that's online, join them.
I like to just go into because it'll like sometimes kick you into that like single room, and like I'll just do stuff in there until like it either just starts matching me up with people or something. It's funny, you can actually grind for money that way too. If you go into like a race match and you're the only person in there and you race, you'll get the like first prize money, and it's
you
like
just
this
keep
is-
doing it over?
Yeah, and you'll do it until just like it's like finally you like figures it out and puts somebody in the match with you. It's like this is stupid.
It's
yeah.
just it's a mess. But yeah, so Guild Wars 2, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I do have both expansions, and I gotta say, if you're looking into it and then you want to buy an expansion but you don't want to buy both, go ahead and pick the newest one, which is Path of Fire, because the mounts are so much more useful than the glider.
Wait, they had mounts in that game?
They added mounts in Guild Wars, and it's too fun, because the first mount you get, which I won't spoil, is the greatest thing ever.
I mean,
See,
you're-
I know, I just can't get around the weapon system in that game.
If you're not like a huge WoW player, everything makes total sense. It's so good.
You know, whatever.
Yeah.
No one plays WoW in here.
Exactly.
I don't play WoW.
I mean, not
I don't
anymore.
I never play.
Yeah.
I like.
I never played
I like
WoW.
played it like once, like at my uncle's, like
Out of
15 years ago.
out of all of the currently free to play online MMORPGs, Guild Wars 2 is the best.
It is
like-
very good.
Like hands down, out of all of them, it's the best.
Hey, I created a character for Guild Wars 2. When the next time that character wasn't there, so I don't know what happened.
That's
and
weird
I deleted
because
it.
That's
'Cause
weird.
That's when I looked into how much space was taking up. I was like, I don't care.
That's weird because I stopped playing for a long time, and my character is still there impressively. So
I created a female necromancer.
Was it a free to play though?
Well, so was mine though. Mine was a free to play account. The game itself is free to play, and my account was free to play. I bought it
But I don't know
after
if I
years not playing.
did. I don't know if I didn't go far enough into the story.
You sure beat the tutorial?
Yeah, I don't know, but
yeah, maybe that does cull you if you didn't beat the tutorial or
I'm
something.
that's weird though, because it's a persistent online game. You think it would just auto save it or something?
I mean, let's just be fair here. I just checked recently. My RuneScape character from 10 years ago, still there.
That's awesome.
You can just log right in. Still there, everything.
RuneScape, that's a whole discussion right there. I just saw that there was a RuneScape convention where they recreated 2 of the places from RuneScape. I was like, does anybody care about RuneScape?
I have no idea how it got so popular.
I don't either.
They remodernized it, but it's definitely still the kids' MMO.
But the people that play it, they're all just playing the old version anyway. So
there's the people that just play the original classic version. They still host because nostalgia.
Even as a kid, I remember being like, hey, I'm playing RuneScape, and this isn't that fun. I'd rather be playing something else. I remember that as a child.
I got into it. I really did enjoy it.
I really played that game back in the day.
My level, probably close to 99 woodcutter. That's how I made that money.
Chopping them trees.
You trees, man. Sold and bought that dragon axe who knows how many times to do magic trees, but just you made more money consistently.
I actually created a new account on RuneScape yesterday.
Did you really?
So it's funny you should mention that.
I was more of a Club Penguin guy. It's not true. I was not.
Was that a thing? Years ago? I guess it was.
Club Penguin existed, but I wasn't really a Club Penguin guy.
Well, no, I know, but yeah. So you made the new RuneScape or classic RuneScape?
No, definitely an old account, because I got banned on my first 2 for not botting RuneScape. Don't arrest me. So just made one because I was seeing a bunch of YouTube videos pop up for RuneScape, and I was like, I haven't played this game in years. I wonder if it's still any bad, and it is.
The new one, it's so they redid it again, version the 3rd or 4th remake of the entire game or whatever else.
Right.
And it's just very. Let's see if I can load it. You viewers at home.
I watched a video of the new one.
Oh, okay. It's horrible. It's as far as MMOs go, it looks like.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is, I was watching it and I was like, man, because I saw an article on one of the websites that was all like, hey, look, RuneScape's back or something.
Yeah,
I was like, hey, I'll watch a video on it because maybe I'll get into it. And I was like, this isn't looking fun. I was like, I own Diablo. I'm good. I have Diablo 3. I'll just play that. I know it's not an MMO, but I mean, I'm just saying, it's still better.
If you're going to make a new game, why not make a new game and not a new old game?
Yeah, it's just kind of you can still use the world, just redesign it from the ground up.
Yeah,
I like that PS4 Xbox One Destiny comparison that's just the cover of the game and not graphics.
Oh yeah,
that's cracking me up.
Damn, I'm comparing and contrasting real hard looking at that picture that the viewers at home can't see.
Yeah, sorry, we're not doing the old method where we can pop up the computer screen yet.
Well, just to explain it, it's just the cover of the game with a red bar in between and PS4 and Xbox One written.
It's
on red boxes
better.
Above it. Yeah,
it's the same picture.
Let's do the cross-eye real quick and see.
I'm not seeing any differences.
You can tell by the pixels.
Well, if you cross your eyes and overlay the images, it'll actually become very obvious what the differences are. Which is the text, and apparently this corner looks a little different to my eye, but other than that, it's the same.
No, where it crosses, where the red line is, that's all 4K image over there.
Oh yeah, totally.
On the Xbox One side.
Yeah, totally.
Well, PS4 Pro is 4K too now.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
so is the Xbox
One X.
One, what? No, that's the iPhone. The Pro.
No, One X is X. Or One X is X. That makes sense. But yeah.
Why is everyone Xing up in here?
Well, the Pro, I mean, that was the thing I made fun of the PS4 Pro. The way they write Pro here, see the PS4 Pro up there? They write it in the old iPhone box.
Oh yeah.
Like the old iPhone when they used to put like the S and stuff in that little box. I mean, I'm like, that's so
Well,
Apple.
I mean, it's good graphic design, so
Yeah.
But like,
It just feels so ripping it off though. Like
everything's ripping everything
That's
off.
true.
it is. But I mean, still, it's like. But it's just, it's ingrained in our heads now. So that even if it's good or bad, it's still, you're just going to look at.
It's the same reason why, like, I bought the neon joystick or Joy-Cons for my joysticks.
Yeah.
Joy-Cons for my Switch, just because like every console that comes out now is just black or white.
Yeah.
Like you don't get any other kind of console. It's like everybody wants black or white. That's it. And I'm like, I want cool design because Nintendo used to be the kings of cool design consoles.
Yeah, except I don't own any of those. But you get the idea.
But no, like I mean, like they brought out like there was like when I got my N64, I got the crystal green one, and like I love that thing,
which is cool,
and it was awesome. And even with the GameCubes and stuff, they had there was that like sunburnt orange one.
The orange,
gosh.
I do want that orange
cool.
one.
Yeah.
I have a blue controller, and then I also only have black and silvers because I only buy GameCube controllers that are crisp, brand new, and the ones that are going to be the ones easily available.
Type in, for viewers, look this up also. Type in sunset orange PS4 controller. I'm getting this. This controller's awesome looking.
Whoa,
That
that
thing
is cool.
Awesome. I'm getting that.
That's actually nice.
Yeah, that controller. It popped up the other day on one of the websites. I was like, I'm getting that controller when it comes out. It comes out in like November.
Yeah, here's a picture of like all the different controllers, and like the neon stands out for the Switch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do really like the design of the PS4 controller though. Just
I do
like
too.
the way it feels.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know what I was missing.
The Xbox One controller's grown on me, but I still don't think it's as good as the PS4 controller.
Yeah, see, I started with like I had an Xbox One and I just traded it to get a PlayStation basically, and coming from that controller, it just feels so much better.
It is. It's a lot better.
And you have the touchscreen. Like, come on,
I actually
Xbox.
think the Switch controller, when it's in its middle thing there, I actually think it's not too bad. I'd rather have a Pro. I haven't bought one yet though.
Yeah.
It's $70.
I haven't tried that config yet, but
it works. It gets the job done. It doesn't feel too like insulting. That's the controller that freaks me out. That one in the little box there. See the blue one? No. Sorry, go back to the picture we were on.
That
sorry, the little
yeah.
box.
That's the new PS4 controller that's coming.
Oh God.
Oh,
I did
kid-friendly?
see that.
And I was like, that thing looks like it would like give you hand cramps.
Why
so
would anyone
fast.
get that? If they have another controller, it doesn't make any
I
sense.
don't remember what it's called, but
No,
yeah, it's like
it says kid-friendly mini.
yeah, kid friendly mini. I don't know if that's what it's
Okay, but
called.
what PlayStation games are you gonna let your kid play aside from like
Destiny 2.
Knack 2?
That's my favorite thing. Is like I remember playing like back during the Xbox 360 era. Me and Ty got together and we were playing Halo 3, and this woman was on playing Xbox with her like 3-year-old kid,
Oh, yeah.
and they're playing Halo 3
It's like,
together.
shoot,
And I'm like, this is so
Pop his
weird.
head off. Get him.
I'm like, this is so weird.
Oh, just gonna murder real quick. It's fine.
That's the thing I hate about online, though. I hate the little kids on there that think they're the coolest. That's like the big thing that ruins online for me.
It's annoying because you don't realize that you're that little kid until like 10 years later, and you go, "Wow, I was that little kid."
No,
I mean,
get
like
what you're saying. I do
like,
get what you're saying.
you were a young kid, and you thought that you were better than the other people that were
Right,
younger than
right.
you, but you were still a young kid.
Yeah, that's true.
Not even if
I
you're
didn't play a lot of
annoying,
online
but
games when I was little, though.
I mean,
No, yeah, I completely avoided like.
I played a lot of Nintendo growing up.
yeah. Well, I mean,
And
when I was like 13 and stuff,
Yeah.
when we used to play a lot of the Halo 3 online.
yeah, that's true. That's
And
true.
like, sure, we weren't annoying because we didn't like headset or anything, but I still mean like you look back and like, I mean, I was a kid on there.
Right.
Like, I can't complain that there's.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
it's
really though, like for me, when I used to play Halo Online, I would play and I would let Ty plug into my headset, and Ty would yell at people while I played. He'd be like, "Yeah," and he'd like go after people. It was
I just
the most.
I remember that discovery that the headphone thing on the Xbox 360
Yeah.
was just a standard phone headset. So if you were like a conference caller from back in days of yore before like cell phones, those headsets plugged right in, and you're like, "Man, this is so cool."
It works.
Yeah, it just you wouldn't think of that. It's because like nowadays,
That's
they
one of
just
the
have headphone
hidden
jacks.
features of the PS4 that I love is the PS4 on the bottom has that headset jack.
You have to
And
buy
I
it.
use that just like it'll just go through your headsets rather than going through
The like first edition of the Xbox
Oh,
One,
funny.
they didn't have that on any of the controllers, but
Yeah.
PlayStation had that from the beginning. Like, I love that so much.
PlayStation did everything right from the beginning.
Oh, exactly.
They did.
especially their exclusive titles. Still waiting on the Xbox exclusive titles.
What?
From
you
launch.
aren't excited about Crackdown 3 that's been pushed back 8 times?
No.
Isn't there like Gears of War 7 coming out soon?
You mean that game I can get on PC because it's Microsoft?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing.
If you have Windows 10.
I do.
I do have Windows 10. It was free.
Probably still won't buy it.
No, I mean, yeah, no, I totally agree. The problem is that Microsoft's PC games have, for the most part, been really bad ports.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Forza 7 runs like garbage.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be. I didn't expect anything other than that, but
I mean,
because I want to play Crackdown, but I don't want to play it on Xbox One.
you want to play it on a real console, which is your computer.
Real console, my PC.
My more than a brand new car PC.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
yeah. Well,
Not
no.
more than a brand new car, but too much.
at least half of a brand new.
A pretty nice brand new car.
Yeah.
People have no idea what prices we're talking about at this point. It's
No,
good.
Well,
So-
brand new car varies from person to person. Could be
that's true.
Golf cart,
like,
bike.
Smart car.
I'm thinking about upgrading to a 1060 or 70 soon.
Highly suggested.
One thing I want to say is, are you still rocking just a hard drive?
Yeah, I need to upgrade that too.
Buy an SSD for your boot
I
drive
will.
because Windows 10 is useless on hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of your complaints are probably just because you don't have an SSD.
Oh, I'm sure it is. And really, it's not. I need to because I was thinking about getting Kingston because the Kingstons aren't too bad in price.
Just almost any SSD is fine.
Yeah.
I used to say avoid the Kingstons because they have that crazy problem where it's like DOA almost every SSD, but I'm sure they fixed it. There's no way they're still a company if they haven't fixed it. There's no way they're still a company. So
right.
Pretty much.
Hey, I don't know about that. EA still exists and they're horrible.
yeah, but
I'm just.
Is that an Amazon brand SSD? Oh, that's Samsung. Never
yeah.
mind.
The SanDisks I buy like thousands of. I never
That's
have a
not bad
problem with
price
them.
I
Yeah,
would
it's just
probably, for
you
me
want a
personally,
240.
I'd probably do more Western Digital or SanDisk. So.
Well, Western Digital bought SanDisk.
Oh,
So
did
any
they?
SanDisk,
Well, that's why I like.
SanDisk SSDs. So any SanDisk you see is actually an old model. Any Western Digital is just a new SanDisk. Because
Cool.
Western Digital bought out the
Right.
SSD department of SanDisk.
Well,
So
those are probably the ones I would go with anyway. So.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
if your computer had it, M.2 PCI is just like $10 more, and it'd be a way faster solution. We will have to check your motherboard.
I need to. It's a G1 Sniper.
Yeah, we'd have to get the exact
I'd
model
have to look.
because
Yeah, I don't.
There's so many.
I don't
there's so many sniper boards. I don't know if it's the
Snapper.
but yeah, at least a 240, and yeah, so that's
But I have my 960 right now, and
That's what
It's
I
just-
have right now.
it's just getting too old. Like it's
I mean-
fine. I can run quite a bit, but I mean,
Yeah.
things that just 'cause it's only 2 gigs on VRAM. So
that's
it's
your biggest limiter.
That's one of the biggest.
That's
things.
why I can still live with the 970 because it has the 3.5 or 4, depending upon that debate from
Right.
when it was new. But that is a usable amount.
Right.
But I mean,
well, that's the biggest problem. It's like because I got Plant Coaster when Michael got it, and Plant Coaster it looks great on my 960, but if I start putting too much on the screen, it's
that game-
starts to chug.
that game just really can't handle that much stuff. I mean, on any normal system.
Yep.
But
It's a weirdly unoptimized
Well,
roller
it's
coaster
it's a
simulator.
good looking game, and there's almost nothing wrong with it other than the fact that it's if you just start putting a little too much stuff on that screen, it's we're gonna slow this down a lot.
We need to take a break here.
It's the red one. I don't know if it's still
They're
it's
hard-
G1 Sniper
I need to,
gaming motherboard. I don't know. I mean that might be it now.
yeah, I gotta get your
That's the
chip.
problem.
I gotta get your chip.
It's red though. It's got a big red heatsink on it.
Are you Z7?
Hey, that could be it. Let's see.
I don't remember what chipset you have, and that just pretty much determines the board.
No, that's not it.
I don't know what chipset you are.
Tegra red. I know that's stupid. Just it's that one right there at the bottom in that image.
Yeah, there it is.
That's it.
That's the one.
Z97. That makes sense. Please be the right page.
Sure.
Convenient. Now, does it have M.2? Viewers at home, you're enjoying the quality that is looking at PC parts.
Yeah.
We'll just
If you haven't built a
fast
PC,
forward.
do it. It's amazing.
Definitely.
You almost can't screw things up at this point, so
Yeah.
don't worry about I'm gonna kill it.
It's
Unless
just
you
like
do a
Legos.
Threadripper build, because they're having problems with that.
Who
We
wouldn't
won't talk
have
about
problems with a toaster side processor?
I don't think it does m.do just based on my very sharp checking.
That's fine.
So just buy a normal SSD like a normal person.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll change your life forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Buy a normal SSD. It's the best thing.
And then buy 2 1070s and run them in SLI.
Oh,
because that's totally worth it. Versus buying just a 1080.
Buy 2 1080s TIs.
There you go.
Run them in SLI.
That sounds kind of overkill.
It is overkill, but I bet it looks great.
Yeah, it could definitely run World of Warcraft.
Totally your chipset
It can
supports
totally run
SLI.
Craigslist in 4K.
At 30 frames. Come on.
Oh, that's right. GPU Passmark doesn't have SLI benchmarks in here because it wouldn't, obviously. So that's not helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I picked the wrong website.
You're fine.
Because SLI isn't actually whatever. It's made up. Anyway, Tim, do weekly update or
Crossfire.
update in the world.
AMD Crossfire.
Yearly update. New Metroid game came out. That was fun for about 2 days. Old Metroid game came back.
Which one's that?
Metroid Fusion. I've just been running that.
Yeah.
He's been speedrunning it.
I watched one of the videos.
I've been bringing it back. Well, we haven't done a video.
We haven't done a video. We
that
did
one
Prime on the show.
yet. Yeah.
I thought you did one.
We did Prime.
No, I saw the tweets. That's right. I watched the Prime videos too.
Yeah, I'm
I saw the
tweeting out
tweets,
that
that's right.
we're working.
Two
You're
different
working.
Metroid titles.
That's right.
going on.
I'm
Sorry, I
saying
forgot.
we're like I'm totally helping, but in reality, I'm just going to learn the route and then navigate while you're doing the route.
He's giving me encouragement.
I watched
guess.
the first Prime video. And I saw you get the double jump.
Yeah, first try. First real try. I mean,
Yeah.
It really was. That
we
was
really
super
got
fun.
it first try.
No camera tricks at all.
Hey, that camera died.
They did and did indeed die.
Wow, that just.
Do we need that camera?
It's been 30 minutes. It doesn't matter. It's just.
Nah, I was just telling you. I just thought you might like to know.
That's right. That's why I don't use that camera. It turns off after 30 minutes.
What else happened?
Yeah, you're getting your PB down. You're not
Oh,
sub
yeah.
1 yet, but you will be.
I
You're
think
still close.
I'm at a 110. That's not bad.
You're 104, I thought, right? Wasn't that your
No,
last?
my save was a 104.
Oh, that's right. It was 110 on the run. That's not bad.
I could still get that one lower because my SAX fight was horrible.
Just optimize the one fight.
I'm actively looking for an Android device that I like. Haven't really settled on that yet.
That's a hard choice right now.
Oh, it's horribly hard.
It's like Pixel 2 if you want some compromises to a Galaxy S8.
It's got Android or the Google Assistant, which is good, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, just go buy one of the wonderful Chinese import ones because they're really good.
The problem is, I really want a Google too, but it has no headphone jack, and that's just a complete deal breaker for
Yeah,
me.
you gotta buy the translation headphones.
Yeah,
Yeah, or you buy a little dongle and then you can't charge and play music at the same time.
I have like,
Hey, don't worry, that's what the iPhone does anyway.
Well, yeah.
So now everybody does.
I hate it. I hate it so much. So it looks like maybe an S8, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, S8's a solid choice.
S8's
either
good
flavor
fun.
of it. But other than that, I mean, again, it would just be like, go dig up some Chinese phones and get one of those because they're really great. I think Huawei is the best one.
But I want it to look cool.
I heard like somebody talking about a Chinese phone that like lasts like 10 hours or like something insane. Like doing like heavy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the import ones are really good.
Yeah.
They're just like, I don't know.
And they're cheap as fuck for no reason.
Yeah. Well, because they're not. They just don't market them. They make them and then put them on eBay or on AliExpress and stuff,
Yeah.
and it's just like, buy our phone, I guess.
Plus, it's cheap to manufacture anyway. It's just weird.
Phones themselves have like, $50 worth of parts, and then it's just all the marketing and name.
I almost came off.
It looks shiny.
I was trying to turn it.
It's okay. We have a professional environment here at Scope Out.
Yeah. My last minute. Connor, have a mic.
Or a chair, whatever.
Oh yeah, the Ty's lovely chair.
Yeah, I stole it.
Yeah, it's fine. He's not here to complain. But yeah, okay. So shall we go ahead and rant about Oddysey?
Odyssey looks so good.
So
There, I ranted.
yes.
Pretty much. I mean, we don't have a lot of information to go off.
No, I mean, something that I think is cool about Odyssey is that it's adding or bringing back, not adding, the sunshine, like, weird sub-levels. Like, you remember that?
Yeah.
Because, like, in Sunshine, you had those parts where it was, they took your bag, they took flood away from you. And in this, you have to put your hat on a statue or something, and it'll open a door, and you run through it. And when you do that, you don't have your hat during those parts.
And that makes Mario less Mario.
Well, see, the gimmick in that game is he like controls people and gets their abilities.
You throw the hat and you can like jump off of it
and stuff,
so it takes away your like ability to like jump off your hat and stuff.
So you're just Mario.
Yeah, you're just Mario.
It's actually a ripping off of Super Mario Sunshine, where there was that one enemy that would take your hat and just run away, and you just slowly lose health.
Yeah.
That's what the whole inspiration for that game came off of.
That one enemy was really great. Let's bring it back, man.
Let's bring it back in game form.
But you don't lose health constantly in Odyssey.
Well.
Actually, that would be an interesting like Supersonic style thing where you're constantly losing life.
Sonic, what is that? Sonic Generations? No, what was that new
Sonic
game?
Forces.
Sonic Mania.
Sonic Mania, which is really good.
Yeah, that one's supposed to be really good. Sonic Forces looks like it's going to be bad.
We'll get to the Sonic ones in a second. We'll finish up our Odyssey stuff.
Well, yeah, no, Odyssey I think looks just great. I'm excited.
One thing that a lot of people are like cool and also afraid of is that they've already pretty much data mined the review copy to death. And it's like, so is Nintendo just going to stop giving out review copies, or is it still in their interest to send them out? Because
it's hard to not do review copies. Like, you've seen that with Bethesda, because Bethesda got all like, we're not going to put out review copies anymore, and like they've started putting out review copies again because it puts your game at such a disadvantage.
Well, yeah,
like, if
it does.
Even if you just have those like 2 or 3 days before the game comes out, if people get online and go, oh, that game's actually pretty good, they might think about buying it on day one. And it's so hard to miss out on that window.
So like, is Nintendo just going to either give them out only to like more notable people, or
I think for me personally, if I were at Nintendo and in this conversation, I almost feel like they would stop giving them to YouTubers.
Yeah, I mean,
because they already are so strict with YouTube anyway. And I think YouTubers were one of the biggest problems with like, I just saw a guy, he's already beaten it on YouTube, and like it's popping up in my recommendations to like watch his video of like his whole playthrough. So honestly, I'm like, it's not out yet. I want to play it.
Yeah. That's a ton of advertising that they're missing out on. Like,
it is and isn't. I mean, like, just don't hand it out to too many YouTubers. Like, hand it out just the notable ones that aren't going to rip it. I mean, I'm not saying this is what they should do. I'm saying this is what they might do.
You can make them sign a contract like they do with.
It doesn't mean that you can't. You can still break it.
Yeah.
I mean, they just won't send you any more things. But the NDA is pretty much just like.
I mean, you can take Polygon though. Like Polygon just wrote an article the other day about how multiplayer games are killing single player games, and how single player games are becoming less and less like enticing to people. And one of the biggest complaints is that Twitch and YouTube are ruining single-player experiences because people are watching more and more of the single-player through YouTube before the game's even out.
That actually happened
and they aren't buying that game. But then multiplayer games, like they'll get on and be like, "Oh, this looks fun. I'll give that," because they don't.
PUBG and stuff.
That happened to me with Resident Evil 7. Like, I really wanted to play that game, and I was super excited, but I ended up just watching a playthrough, and now I'm just like, maybe I'll get it sometime.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, and like, I'm not huge on it personally, just because, like, I like experiencing it and playing it. But, like, I mean, I see where, like...
I can totally see that. Because, with me, it's like a mark of a good game is if I see someone play it and I go, I want to have that experience. Exactly. Even if it's single player.
And that's the thing is, like, I get on YouTube, like, if there's a game, I'm kind of like, I've seen reviews are alright. It looks interesting to me. I might get on YouTube to like double check and make sure that I like what it looks like. But I don't watch the whole playthrough. Me personally,
at this point, there's so many games that I much rather watch the actual game than like look at just an objective score because I want to see if the game itself is good. And
scores are so complicated too.
Yeah, well, just either way, it's like it's a good game. In general, sure, but is it a game that I personally want to play? Because there's so many now. It's not like, there's 2 games coming out. I'll just buy the one that's better.
Right.
But now it's like, there's 16 million games. You got to pick and choose a little bit.
The way you go about that is you have to focus on replayability and diversity of experience. Like, take Stardew Valley, for example. You could watch someone play that game once, but then it would be nothing like what you played.
Well, I mean, I would even go further than what you're saying with that too. Is that like I have Stardew on PC.
Yeah.
I would hate watching someone play, but I love playing it.
Yeah, that's
like
the thing.
It sounds kind of super boring to watch someone play. But like Stardew was one of those games where like Michael was like, you should play Stardew, and I was like, I didn't like Harvest Moon, and he was like, still play Stardew, it's great. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I didn't like Harvest Moon. I really don't know if I'm gonna like it. And I got Stardew, and I seriously played like 20 hours of it, like in like less than a couple days.
That's
And I was
what
like,
I'm
this
doing
game is
right
great.
I'm getting at the Stardew action right now because I was a little late on the train, I guess.
Yeah. It's a great game.
I got it at some point, and whatever day it was, I was not in the mood for that game, so I just went, this isn't fun. But I will definitely pick it back up again.
Well, it's a game
I know
too
it's good.
that it doesn't tell you anything about how to play
I like it.
And but like it's one of those games too that like the further you go into it, the more there is to do.
Yeah.
Like you get the dungeon later. And like
stuff,
and it's got more and more stuff.
It teaches you through playing. It doesn't like here's all the 16,000 things you can do. It's just like have fun, and then you figure it out.
But the other thing is like it's so simple on a base level. It's like you put the seed in the dirt and you put the water on the seed, and then you can go and do whatever the hell you want.
Yep.
And you're like, well, plants are growing. What do I do now?
But then you can take it to extremes. You can have like 50 million seeds and like systems for all this shit.
I definitely will have to play it.
You
soon.
can be Michael and be making like hundreds of $1 million a day, and it breaks the counter.
It is.
Did you see
so
that?
sad.
No. Go to his Steam profile. You don't have to do it right now, but go to his Steam profile and like he has a picture under Stardew where he has like the numbers like running off of the counter, and it's like that's insane.
You think they have? This is why games have a limit, people, because you'll break it.
Crap. Yeah, I don't have a
You're good.
login. Oh well, it was gonna be fast, but
yeah, no, he's got like it's like running off the page. It's crazy. But yeah, no, I totally agree with you though. I think Stardew is definitely a game that,
or like
I'd rather play than watch.
Like a game like Fallout or Skyrim or whatever, you can watch someone play it and then
your experience will never be the same if you wanted to, because the moment you're like, I'll follow the path exactly, you're just like, oh, what's this cave in here, and then you're done.
It's that sense of adventure, and like Witcher was kind of a more linear version, but it's still there's so much to do.
Witcher, I really compliment it on its like uniqueness though. Like I think even more than like Skyrim and Fallout 4, every place in The Witcher looks different than the previous one.
And there's so much content. Like you don't just walk into a bar and there's nothing there. You walk in a bar, fist fights going on. There's a quest in the corner.
Yep.
Michael actually picked it up. He would have a lot to say about it right now because he's been playing that.
I just beat it over the summer because I got it like 2 years ago and I really should have beaten it sooner than that.
Hey,
but
it's still on sale.
It's so long and I put so much like weird amounts of time into it that like I beat it really slowly. But it's great. It's a fantastic game. I love its ending.
40 hours into it and I haven't even beat it. I just kind of got distracted with other things. I was like, I'll get back to it.
It's a game though that's like if you played all the side stuff, I don't even know how long of a game it is. Like it's crazy.
But it's games like that that'll bring single player back. Like the only reason single player is dying is it's weeding out the weak.
Right.
Yeah, it's just
that's a good point.
It's getting rid of the simple things and making it turn into a complex story and adventure.
Have you not played any of it?
No, but I will probably get it because
you should. I think you'd like it because
I think
I
would too.
It's more RPG than like Skyrim, but
that's fine.
It's Skyrim-esque in ways.
Yeah.
So I think you'd like it for that.
Viewers at home, since this podcast is coming out before the sale ends, you can either buy The Witcher 3 for $20, or you can buy the Game of the Year edition with all the extra stuff for $20.
Which I hate you all. I didn't get the Game of the Year edition.
You have to buy the DLC.
Yeah, you do.
You have to.
But it's the same price right now.
Just get the Game of the Year edition because those two DLCs are supposed to be amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't played them.
I got like halfway through the first one or something.
The sale ends November 1st.
Blood and Wine and another one.
Hearts of Stone.
Hearts of Stone.
Something.
Right.
So I guess I will be buying that later.
Yes.
Yes, you should definitely get. You should also get Killing Floor 2.
Even if you wait a year to play that game, you'll still think it's great. Oh yeah, Killing Floor 2. We need to.
Because I'd like to play it with some people. I need to get Divinity 2 also.
What did I spell wrong?
Oh yeah, that Divinity 2.
Mm-hmm. Divinity 2. I'm gonna probably get
hearing so much about
$15.
I thought it was 15.
Get it.
Except apparently it has some sort of letter in it to where me typing it out makes it not find it.
Just buy it off Humble
Darn it,
Store. It's probably cheaper.
1952 is my birthday.
You're in.
Yeah, I'm old enough.
That sounds about right.
January 1st, 1952. Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That's all right.
America's only been discovered the past 50 years. Did you know that?
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know?
It's 1952 AC or whatever.
Bill Gates created the first iPhone in 1952. Did you know that?
Of course he did.
The iPhone.
Bill Gates created the first iPhone in 1952.
Steve Jobs later stole it up.
Yeah, and created the Zune.
Jesus.
Which will never be as popular as crap. I can't think of a
That's
competitor.
spoil. Have you don't watch the Marvel movies, right?
I've heard of them.
You haven't watched them, though?
I've seen Avengers
Oh,
and that
All right.
Spider-Man thing.
The new Guardians. There's something great about it that I really want to talk about.
Just go for it.
But,
I've
like,
seen it.
There's a part with at the end where he has because he has a Walkman in the first movie. It gets broken, and at the end they hand him a new device and say, "It was all the rage on Earth. It's a Zune," and it's so funny. It's so good.
It's so hilarious.
It's so great. I love those movies.
But it's got like a million songs on it or something.
Zune was a thing. People had not by
I
choice.
had a Zune.
Yeah, I mean,
Like before I had an iPod Touch, I had a
They
Zune.
were
I loved it.
cheaper and they
Do you know what happened
worked.
to my Zune?
What?
Do you know what happened
No.
to my Zune? I give it to my grandmother because she didn't have anything, and I like upgraded to my iPod. She had it for a while. It exploded. The battery actually blew up inside it and pushed it apart.
Oh, so it's a Note 7.
It was crazy.
Do you still have it?
Because
Because if you do, we can tell you to tear down on it.
I might. Let me look into that because I don't know if I
The
have it.
Zune
I don't remember if I
tear
threw it away or put it in something. I don't
Hopefully a
remember.
bag. And,
it wasn't a bag, but I don't remember what we did with it.
Did you sniff it? Did it smell like fruit?
I didn't.
Those batteries smell great.
It smelled like battery acid.
No, the lithium batteries smell like fruit when they explode.
Oh, yeah?
They're really nice.
Okay.
I stabbed one once.
I'll have to smell one next
I
time.
just
No,
put-
don't. That's
I-
probably gonna kill you.
I just
Okay.
put lithium batteries around my house and stab them.
As air
It's like
fresheners?
candles.
Yeah.
It's just candles around the room.
Man, it smells a little musky in here.
It's like breathe that in.
But no, yeah, it's great. I don't remember what we were talking about.
Let's talk about Odyssey now. So
We're gone full circle on this.
Yeah,
Odyssey
no, I just want to
conversation.
say, so a lot of people are like, finally, replacement for Mario 64.
Right.
And I just feel like it's still so sad if you are stuck in this, that 64 was the last good, I was going to say
Yeah,
Sonic
seriously.
game.
It wasn't
There's
last good
so
Mario.
many good ones.
I actually am a huge fan of the 3D World and 3D Land games on the 3DS and the Wii U.
It's just like, I get what they're going for. I understand it. But, I mean, still, they've made improvements over years, like fixing
Right.
control issues.
No, yeah.
And
I think the thing that's really standing out to people with this one is that this one looks so much like 64.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so did Sunshine and Galaxy.
And
though.
they did, yeah.
Galaxy more so.
Galaxy
I mean,
did
Sunshine,
more so,
I
yeah.
could definitely see where people be like, it's not really Mario. He has the flood, and it's weird.
Right.
But, Galaxy
Yeah,
is
I
pretty
wasn't
much
really
just
thinking about
Mario.
Galaxy.
Mario
I keep kind of
is-
writing Galaxy on my mind, and that's not like an insult to Galaxy because I like the Galaxy
It
games.
was a really
It's
great-
just,
Did
I
you
don't
know
why I keep writing them
Galaxy
off.
had a second game?
Galaxy did have a second game. I never beat it. I'm gonna be honest. I beat the
I
first
never
one.
got
I
it.
never beat Galaxy 2. I actually found Galaxy 2 for the Wii U the other day and was like, you know what? I'm gonna play Galaxy 2. And then I was like, honestly, I have to dig out a Wii or Wii U, and I'm playing my Switch now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play
Can't
it.
put a disc on the Switch.
You can try.
You could try.
That's my other complaint about the Switch. Cartridges, a little too small.
Well, I mean, would
They
you
should be
rather
3DS
have a
size.
little cartridge or a disc?
Oh, I don't want a disc. I want them to be 3DS size though. They're smaller
Yeah.
than the 3DS cartridge. I'm like, 3DS is in that weird range of this is a good size for a cartridge, but I'm still worried I'm gonna lose it. That Switch cartridge, I'm like, I'm gonna lose this thing. I'm gonna be so mad.
I think they should really stop trying with the 3DS and just focus on
They
the
need
Switch.
to.
They
I
should.
think they're gonna start though, because Pokemon's already announced. The Pokemon company, Game Freak, they've
Is it on
announced.
Switch?
They've announced that the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are their last 3DS Pokemon game, and their next
Okay.
one's gonna be
Which
Switch.
I think is completely stupid. Why would they do the same thing that failed with Black and White
I don't know.
and
Yeah.
remake the...
But their next game's gonna be Switch, and they already have people working on it. Apparently the
Suns
older
or Stars. sorry.
developers, the veteran. There we go. That's
Okay.
what I'm looking for. They're working on the Switch game, and some of the newbies are working on this Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
So it's just going to be really bad.
So don't
Yeah.
buy it. Yeah.
I mean,
personally, that's how I feel about it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I bought X and Y and Alpha, or I bought X and Alpha Red.
which are good. Yeah.
Those are good games. But I don't need another Pokemon game. Like, I have those two games, and I'm like, that's fine for my 3DS right now because they look good and they're fine games. So
but yeah, the new ones are just going to be, like you said, are just going to be black and white, which...
Yeah, I'm going to wait till the Switch one.
But had some cool ideas, but ultimately never got played.
It's like, you never need more than one Pokemon game. No. We went on vacation, like, almost a year ago, and we all just got on our... I think I was playing Sapphire or something, and someone else was playing Leaf Green. And
that's what's hilarious. I make that joke about the Madden game series. Yeah. It's like you only ever need one Madden football every like 6 years because like that's how long it takes for them to innovate enough that it's like, all right, this is worth another buy, I guess.
Basically, when you get a new console, you buy a game. Yeah.
Right. But I mean, it's true, and I mean that's my thing. It's like I think the Switch Pokemon game is gonna be cool. I hope
it should be,
and it's gonna be the most superior version of a Pokemon game, hopefully, in the graphics department.
The Switch is such a great console if you know what you're doing.
Oh, it is.
I hope it's Breath of the Wild, but with Pokemon.
Oh, don't joke with me. If they do that, I'm going to be so happy.
Oh, man.
Just wandering through
just
field.
Seeing what they've done with the games that they've... I mean, this is their first year. They've only had the game system out since March.
They've already blown it out
They've
of the
done
park.
so much in just this 1 year with
versus
the console.
the past.
Oh, it's hilarious. I mean, look at the Wii U. The Wii U was a disaster almost his entire life. They couldn't, like, the games coming out were like, some of them were alright, like Smash was fine.
Yeah.
And like Mario Kart 8 was good. But like, then you had like, Paper Mario and Color Splash, and it's like, and everybody, like, even people that were like, "Oh man, I really like Paper Mario," were like, "This game's not very good."
Yeah.
It's like,
well, their Smash, Kirby game was good.
That's
what
was the Kirby?
I don't remember, but
Epic Yarn.
Yes,
right.
That
was good. And the Yoshi Yarn game was good too.
I think the Yoshi Yarn game.
Yeah.
Well, but they made it on 3DS, and then they made a Wii U version.
I think the Wii version came first. Then they did 3DS. I think.
Oh, they did. Yes, they did. That's right. They came out with the 3DS one later, and I think it was probably better.
But yeah, and like 3D World, Mario 3D World was fine on the Wii U, but like it was one of those things where like we had just come off the Wii. The Wii U needed something, and it needed an Odyssey. It didn't need another. Here's a kind of Mario game. Like,
well, I mean that's the thing. It's hard to like release like a Mario main title that's just going to be awful. It's just going to be a game, you know.
But it's funny, like then you take like this year with the Switch, and it's like, you know, Breath of the Wild and Odyssey have come out, and both of them are like such true returns to like, oh, you guys liked Ocarina and 64. And I know that's going back a long ways because like Twilight was good and like you said Galaxy was good and all that. I'm just saying in the regard of like, hey, you guys want a real Zelda and a real Mario game,
a real like new,
real Metroid Prime game.
And that's the problem is the Wii U. You know what my favorite Zelda game was on the Wii U?
On the Wii U.
On the Wii U.
Yeah.
Was it
Ocarina?
It's the only Zelda game that was on the Wii U. Hyrule Warriors.
Oh,
which was not a Zelda game.
That's not a Zelda game. That's why I can't think of it.
It's like we went all those years of the Wii U's life without a Zelda game.
Yeah. Would you need?
And the only true Zelda game to come out on it, like it exclusively, was Breath of the Wild, but it came out on the Switch also, and everybody owns it on the Switch.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Because it's better in every way conceivable.
Yeah. But that's my rant. Me rant over.
Yeah, it's just like
Odyssey.
But I mean, in summary, I get what I understand completely what they're saying about the 64 stuff. But you have to appreciate that, like, in general, we've fixed controller issues and other things over time. Like, you definitely have to see the improvement.
Well, I mean, I even like 3D Land and 3D World a lot.
Yeah.
But like, and they've done good things. Like, I actually think the whole Captain Toad stuff that they did with those games and stuff, I thought that was cool. I think they've done good things. God, I hope Metroid Prime 4 is good.
Me too.
I know. Yeah. So
we still don't even know who the developer is on this game, though.
We have no information
because Retro's working on a game for the Switch, but I don't think it's Prime. And I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, who's doing Prime then?
It means we're gonna get two good games.
I like the rumor that it's Bethesda, which only makes me laugh because Bethesda's been working so closely with Nintendo, and Nintendo actually let Ubisoft make that
the
Mario plus Rabbids, which is actually supposed to be pretty good.
I hear it is.
What is it?
Mario
plus Rabbids,
which is just crap. What's that game? It's styled after
XCOM.
XCOM. There we go.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good. Like
It is.
It got really good reviews, and everybody's like, it's great.
It's really weird, but it's really
I can't
good.
take it seriously.
Well, no, you're not supposed to though. That's why it has rabbits, so
Yeah,
you don't
but
take it seriously.
I just can't sit down and play that for like.
No, I'm just like Bethesda's Prime 4 would like just make me laugh so hard. Like
It would kill me.
But it would be so good for
I would
speedrunning because
have
it'd be so broken.
I would have a heart attack of how potentially amazing that would be.
I have to go down to the smithing workshop and work on my gun.
You have to collect. You're fighting off space pirates and it's like, quest accepted, collect 50 Nern roots. It's like, what? The fuck is a
I
Nern
want them
root?
to go more Zelda, honestly, with Prime, and not like a lot, but like I wouldn't mind if like when I kill a space pirate, like I can pick up like pieces of him and like sell it to upgrade like my ship and my armor and stuff. That could be cool.
I really like just getting upgrades as you progress,
That's
aside
true.
from upgrading
Yeah.
your own stuff.
I don't know.
I just
mean,
like, what if they did make it like? Now I've always said that we made the Dark Souls joke, but that already exists.
yeah, Dark Souls.
What did we say about Dark Souls?
It was
Back
the
on a previous podcast.
Momodora or whatever.
Oh,
Metroid
Momodora.
Momodora, yeah. But what I was saying is it would also be good as like a Metroid Terraria.
Oh God!
But like,
If that's what this game is,
No.
I'm quitting.
No, this is gonna be Prime.
no, it can't be. It
This is
would
gonna
have to be
first
2D,
person.
and Prime 4 is not.
Well, like you start with your zero suit and like no pistol. You have to pick up sticks.
You
Yeah,
have
you have to
craft a pistol.
But like, you can destroy the terrain, and when you finally get a power bomb, it like destroys everything, and then you can harvest all of
Okay,
it.
that wouldn't be too bad. It would be a cool spin-off.
That seems more like I want like someone at Nintendo to make that, not replace a main line game with it.
just call it like Metroid SR388 and just release it.
It's just the mobile game, right?
Yeah.
That's
Or
true.
for Switch,
That's
please.
what I'm disappointed in too. I like Animal Crossing. I'm really disappointed that they're bringing out the mobile Animal Crossing because I don't think we're going to see.
Yeah,
see
I liked
Switch
Animal Crossing
Animal
until we
Crossing.
got Stardew Valley, and then
That's
I
a
was
good point
like,
yeah.
too. You make a great argument there. 'Cause
Stick
I
with
really
that.
might not need Animal
which is
Crossing.
also on the Switch.
That's a
so.
good point.
Yeah. So with Prime
I don't know if I
4,
need to rebuy Stardew Valley though. Like that's my problem. Is I want to. Like I want it on the Switch, but I have it on the
It's
PC. I'm
so-
like, I need to spend more money
Okay,
on
but
Stardew.
when it's portable, you'll have a totally different outlook on that.
yeah,
You'll be like, well, I've got 30 minutes to kill.
Stardew. That's what I hear.
That's the problem, though. That's the great thing about the Switch, and not a problem, but a problem for like me is that's how I feel with the Switch all the time. Oh, I have 30 minutes to kill. I'll play some Mario Kart. Oh, I have 30 minutes to kill. I'll play some
Oh,
Zelda.
now I'm late.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why Stardew is perfect on the Switch because it's the ultimate.
Well, that was
that's how
my
you should-
favorite review explanation of Zelda. Zelda's a 5-minute game that you play for hours.
Yeah.
Like it's a perfect game for like you can just pick it up on your Switch and play like 5-10 minutes of it, but you don't. You play
Yeah.
for like hours because it's great. I'm just like, yeah, no, it really is because it's that good
No, but
in the way it just works.
you said you wanted it to be like a Metroid Prime 4, but with a Zelda, and I
Yeah.
just pictured you screwing attacking for like 8 miles just over, like in the middle of the. It's like, yeah, I can get to that mountain. Give me about 10 minutes.
So, if it's Metroid Prime 4 Skyrim Edition, I'm trying to think of how all that works.
We have to not go down that road if at all possible.
I'm just imagining all the glitches. Come on now.
Let's hope that Bethesda's not making it, I guess. Oh,
They
an
should
out of
make
bounds
one,
run would be
but
so
not Prime 4.
Yeah, just like Metroid. I don't know. I was trying to come up with a clever
Also,
name.
so have we figured out why it's Prime still? Because you can have other Metroid games that aren't Prime.
Oh, because they want.
So
because this is like the return. The Switch is the return.
Yeah, the
They're gonna do
story
Prime
is the space pirates were hoarding Phazon and now they left with it or something.
I'm so surprised that like they didn't just like call all the games something like Zelda Ocarina of Time 2.
Yeah.
And like Mario Switch 4. It's like, I mean, honestly, because it seems like that's what they're trying to do with
Yeah.
this. It's like they're like, hey, look, all the games everybody loved.
And it's working so
It
well.
is. Well, I mean, that's the thing is like
Super Metroid
Nintendo
2
is a company that they exist off of nostalgia. They created some of the best first games and took it from Atari. And what's funny though is that while they have had this huge catalog and all this nostalgia that they've been writing off years, all they've done with it is go, well, we can probably resell Mario 3 8,000 times. And it's like, well, that's great, but why don't you actually make a cool new game based off of your old games? And now it's like, what if we did that with a decent console? And it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Nintendo, you're figuring it out.
I never liked the side-scrolling Mario. Like, I just cannot play those games because, I mean, I was always a Sonic kid.
Yeah.
And it
is it visible?
I hope
should
so.
Be.
Hey, you remember when we played Sonic? You should watch that Let's Play because it's hilarious.
The 3 episodes
we played the first Sonic game, and I couldn't beat any of the levels. I mean, I couldn't beat any of them because I didn't play Sonic growing up, really. I mean, I played it occasionally.
I tried, but I hated it.
But I beat the main boss.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because I mean, I couldn't beat a single level of that game, but we got to the last boss.
And you won.
I won, and Nick's like, how did you win that?
Yeah. It should be impossible. You have 0 ranks and everything. What? How did you win?
It was so good.
I hate that fight anyway. No, but like one of my absolute favorite games is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. That game is just
it is perfect.
So good.
I still don't like Sonic 2D games because I'm so bad at them. But I appreciate how good they are.
But Sonic Mania. We have to play Sonic Mania.
I need to get it.
Speaking of just Sonic, the other day I got into like nostalgia mode and I was watching old openings to TV shows. And I came across Sonic X and Kirby Right Back at You, and I got so happy. I was like, oh my god, those 2 shows were like the best of like video game shows. Like those 2 shows were like the 2 only good ones that like really ever existed.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not saying much.
No, it's not. But Kirby was actually pretty good.
It was really
Kirby
good.
Was like because it really went off of its lore pretty heavy.
They did it right.
And Sonic was good too until later when they started adding like a lot of humans. It got kind of weird.
Well, then they ran out of games to do the story of and went, now what? Space! Weird characters!
It got weird. I almost compared it to the 80s Spider-Man. Like the 80s Spider-Man where they kept like telling like really great Spider-Man stories from the comics and you're like, this is awesome. And then they were like, let's send him to the symbiote planet. And the show just took like a hard left turn of like, oh, this isn't good anymore. It's like
everything is black.
Well, it was during that time they were telling the symbiotic wars or whatever, or symbiote wars or whatever they called it. But like that story wasn't done yet, so they just kind of like off the like cuff made a story about it.
That's
and
what they did with Game of Thrones. If any of you have ever caught up with that show, the newest season is the only season that's not based off the books. And it's complete garbage. Yeah. It is so beyond.
Yeah, I don't watch Game of Thrones. I need to. I need to like finally sit down.
I don't watch Game of Thrones anymore.
Yeah. I have so many people telling me that I need to watch it, but I just haven't yet.
Speaking of a show I don't watch, Walking Dead. People all the time are like, Walking Dead. Walking Dead's the biggest show ever.
I don't know how.
I watched the first episode of Walking Dead. Wait, I don't really like the show. Watched the second episode. Wait, really don't like the show. Never watched any more of it.
That's kind of how I felt. I kind of sort of watched the first season, and that's it for me.
I mean, that was the funny thing though, is I'm seeing people online now like, man, Walking Dead's been on too long. I finally got out of it. I'm like, I've been out of it since season one. I don't care about
barely in it.
I was like,
I saw an episode and went, no.
It's almost comical.
Yeah,
sometimes.
It's so funny because they're stupid.
Like I caught an episode on like AMC like a year or two ago, and it was like I don't remember which season it was from, and it was it had Daryl and Rick in it, and they are like chasing this guy in a like truck, like a U-Haul truck almost.
Okay.
And they're like jumping like in and trying to like fight this guy, and they finally like get him out and like beat him up. And Daryl and Rick are all like, "Yeah, we did it." And the truck rolls into a lake. And like, I was like, that's almost like a Tom and Jerry joke in the middle of this Walking Dead show. Like
every episode is just like, oh no, there's zombies over there, guys. What are we gonna do about this one? It's like, have you ever seen a zombie movie at all? Like,
you shoot them in the head.
You just shoot them.
I don't know.
No, I mean,
do people like it because it's just a good show to have on in the background, and then they think they like it?
See, when it's on in the background, I don't mind it. Like if I'm just chatting up a few friends and it's just going, it's a good show.
Maybe that's the fun.
So everyone's like, "Yeah, I love that show," because they play it in the background and then have good experiences with their friends and think it's the show, but
they haven't ever actually watched it.
Like I mean, I get the liking of Game of Thrones. Like I get that because it's got a story.
It's a good story.
It's a good show.
It's very well written until the last season.
It's very well done.
I don't get Walking Dead at all. I feel like Walking Dead's almost like I like a show with almost nothing going on. Like that's almost its like selling point. It's like I like to just have a show that I watch.
Well, like Seinfeld is a show about nothing, but it's funny.
A great show,
but it's funny. It's meant to be.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I really like
funny?
having noise in the background of things that I do.
Seinfeld's one of those shows that, like, if I see it on, I sit and watch it.
Yeah,
like
because it's good.
Because like I'll go over to like my grandparents' house and like my granddad will have like Seinfeld on, and I'm like, I'll just sit down and watch it because like Seinfeld's great.
I haven't had cable in years, so if I'm gonna watch
I
a
don't have
show,
cable.
I have to like it's got to be a good show because I'm choosing to watch it.
Yeah.
I've got Netflix and Amazon Prime. That's
Yeah.
all I've got right now. And boy, Netflix is really kind of bad right
Yeah,
now.
I've already
Hulu.
seen everything good. Hulu,
Yeah.
I've got Hulu.
Hulu is
like
where
it's
at.
bad when I'm sitting around and I'm excited that Talladega Nights is on there. Not because Talladega Nights is a bad film by any means. I like Talladega Nights, but what I'm saying is I shouldn't be that excited about Talladega Nights. Like
I don't think anyone should be that excited.
no, I mean I was like, oh, Talladega Nights is on here because I couldn't find anything else. I watched it and I was like,
Netflix is really good when old things come on.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I haven't seen that in years.
well, like Stranger Things season 2 came out
The
today.
exclusives.
I'm gonna watch that, and it's gonna be good, and I'm gonna like it. But like past exclusives, I don't care.
The Marvel exclusive series, those are very good, really well done.
Yep.
I haven't actually seen the newest one they did because I never sat down for it.
The Defenders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. But like Jessica Jones,
Oh yeah, it was so
that's
good.
so good.
Iron Fist, I liked the hell out of that one. The Luke Cage one was good. I'm just gonna list all of them because
Yeah.
they're all
Yeah.
good.
Well,
but,
Punisher comes on next month.
Deadpool is a movie.
Yeah.
Is not what I was thinking of.
Wait, Clint Eastwood's Deadpool or
Daredevil, who
What?
Daredevil's
Same thing.
great.
oh, it was such a
Daredevil's
that
so good.
that one was probably.
But
my
I mean,
favorite.
that's the thing is like Netflix for the most part, other than like Ozark. I keep picking on Ozark because Ozark's
fuck
that
is
show.
Ozark?
It's a show. It's got a what's his name from Arrested Development in it.
no.
Can't think of his name. Anyway, it's not important. It's like his Breaking Bad, basically, and
God.
it looks awful.
Oh wait, is that the no?
What's that guy's name? It's Jason Bateman. Yeah, Jason Bateman.
Glad you saw it, because I don't know.
It's that guy right there.
There it is.
Jason Bateman, and
But is it just Breaking Bad? But
I mean, I'm
on
not
Netflix?
sure though because like I watched the trailer and it's like he's like a drug.
Oh yeah, I have. seen
like lawyer, I think, like a drug
So,
dealer's
wait,
lawyer, basically. I think,
What?
or maybe he's like his.
They took like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and they're like, we can do that.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's basically what it is. And I'm like, I don't care. I've seen like because when you finish shows or movies, sometimes they'll play a trailer at the end.
Yeah.
I like watched the Ozark trailer at the end of time. I was like, this looks just like you ripped off everything good right now, and, like we're in the last couple of years, and went, we can make the show like that with Jason Bateman. It's like, all right,
Okay.
you do that.
You can, but
But he's got hair. It's not gonna work.
it's one of those, you can, but should you?
Exactly. I have a you can but should you about almost everything that gets announced anymore. It's
Yeah.
it's like that's a good idea on paper maybe, but should you do it?
Every
It's a
time I
great
see,
fan idea.
every time I watch E3 and like see the mainstream
Mm-hmm.
companies.
Well, I mean, yeah. I just
Indie scene.
Oh, every time an Assassin's Creed games come out. Jesus.
Those were fun, right?
they were fun.
One of
No.
them
You know,
was, I think.
2.
Which one? 2 or 12?
2 or 12. I like 2, but that was a long time ago.
yeah.
And I
what-
like the 2 spin-offs, Brotherhood and
Black Flag was amazing, but only because it wasn't an Assassin's Creed game. It was a pirate game.
Black Flag.
You hate it?
Yeah, I don't like Black
Did
Flag.
you ever play it?
Yeah. I don't.
Well, I mean,
PS4.
it was good as long
No.
as you were only doing stuff that wasn't the Assassin's Creed stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
and you're right, but I didn't like using the
Oh, no.
ship, so that's why I didn't like it.
You didn't like their ship?
No,
I like the
didn't
glitches.
ship.
I love the ship. That was so
I
fun.
just didn't like. I didn't feel like I was ever good at the ship. Like I felt like I would like do horrible in combat with the ship, and I was just like, I don't get this. Whatever it is that people got with it, I just didn't get it. Like I was like, I'm not doing this right.
You just gotta pretend you're a pirate. You know,
Yeah, I
it'll
guess
it'll
that's it.
click.
You just
for
have to remember Wind Waker and channel
Oh
that.
yeah. Except you don't
That's
have
the
to
other problem.
change the wind.
You just don't like Wind Waker,
I don't
do you?
like Wind Waker
See,
that
there's
much.
the problem
What?
right there.
Okay, so he doesn't like boats.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
like
like
boats.
boats.
Oh, okay.
But-
I see how it is.
I like. Don't get me wrong. I like Wind Waker in theory.
I like everything that's not the boat.
Yeah, that's about it. Like if I could like, that's what when I get like, every time I get fast travel in that game, I get so excited.
Oh, I loved the boat. Though.
I'm like, yes,
boat's
I
my
don't have
favorite
to
part,
drive
yeah.
this boat anywhere anymore.
I'm sorry, my favorite, like my childhood is just riding the boat through rain.
Yeah, oh
Just
my
a
god, it's
storm.
so fun. Well, see, in real life, I like boats and nautical stuff too on occasion. So.
I just like journeys, so
Yeah. Traveling.
You should play Red Dead.
You should play Red Dead 2 when it comes out
You
on
should
PC.
play Red Dead 2 also. Is it coming out on PC?
I think
I didn't
so.
think it got
We
out
can
for
answer
PC,
that pretty
yeah.
Or is it a
quickly.
PS4
Hey,
exclusive?
it's not PS4 exclusive. It's I know
PC was
that.
suggested. Does it exist? Why no PC release?
Nope. I didn't
Probably
think it
not.
was.
Well, darn.
It's
on
PS4 and Xbox
So
One.
you're gonna buy a PS4 and then play it with us?
Yeah,
If you buy
totally.
PS4, send me a friend request.
If I buy a PS4, we can bigger problems because I just bought a PS4. And
Yeah, exactly.
Hell. Hey, that's
Yeah.
not a huge problem. It's
Well,
PS4. It's at least on Xbox One.
I really like
I
the
would like to buy a
exclusives,
Switch,
but
though.
I'll never play any
What?
online game with it.
I would like to buy a Switch.
Yeah,
I mean,
get Switch.
I would like to.
Get
yeah,
one for
yeah.
the holiday. Get an Oddysey bundle. And then replace those Joy-Cons.
You
I was gonna say I don't want. I just don't want the red.
just get the, because I mean, I think the Odyssey bundle is like $50 more. So just get the neon or the gray and buy.
I just want the
Odyssey.
neon.
Oh, that was funny because I was trying to buy a Switch back in the day. Not a Switch, a Wii U.
Mhm.
Whenever it was like starting, and they had all these bundles like for games. I was like, all right, which one should I go with? And it goes to Skylanders bundle. I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah, no.
why is this one $50 less than all the other ones?
Because it's Skylanders.
Because Skylanders is so bad.
No, yeah, you should get a Switch and definitely play it. You should look right now because I've seen some Switches in stores,
Oh, they're everywhere.
and I would, if you're serious about it, I'd jump on it now though, because I think when that holiday, like once we get around Thanksgiving,
It's
I think they're
just,
gonna start disappearing.
Oh, definitely.
So,
Black
if you're
Friday.
serious about it, I think.
but I do kind of want to see if they're coming out with the Metro Prime 4 bundle.
Oh,
Like,
that
that's what
game's
I'm
still like a
hoping
year
for.
out.
Is it?
Oh, I'm sure.
It's not gonna be holiday
No,
release. Oh, okay.
no.
Well, then I won't get a Switch for
Prime,
another year.
Like when they announced it, they said like this isn't close. This is gonna be at least a year.
That's
maybe
why they don't
more.
have any
They
info
didn't
on
even
it at
announce
all.
like the dev when they said it. They just said like, "Hey, Prime 4 is coming."
And I'm
Wait, is there a
so
pre-order
ready.
And I'm
announced?
not even sure there's a window.
What? I can pre-order it.
Yeah, see, it
This item
says,
is
it says December 20th,
2018.
Yeah, so
Jesus Christ.
I don't even think there's a window.
But I want the
bundle.
bundle.
So
What
yeah,
is-
I mean, if you're serious about getting it, you might want to
yeah.
go before.
Wait,
So-
is Doom on the Switch?
Yeah, Doom
Yeah.
and Wolfenstein 2 are coming to Switch.
Wow.
Well, it's the wait. Is this the
And
original?
Skyrim's on Switch.
I keep forgetting that the Switch is actually a powerful console,
Yeah.
In theory.
in theory.
Yeah, I heard Doom
As
runs
far as
good. Doom's
consoles
like
go.
30 frames. I don't remember the.
I can't remember the tech specs about just the Switch.
It's like I watched Linus, I think, do a video where he created a computer that's comparable to the Switch. Or no, it was Digital Foundry. Digital Foundry did.
Oh, okay.
Digital
yeah.
Foundry did a build that was comparable to the Switch, but it was still less powerful than the Switch because the Switch is using a custom
Yeah, it's a custom Tegra. Which
Tegra that's more powerful than anything that you could get for
yeah,
that,
because-
like price range and area of.
because yeah, it's a fully custom chip. You
Yeah.
can't really get a desktop equivalent of a Tegra.
So it
without-
was funny because the Switch version actually looked better than the PC build
Yeah.
that they used. I was like, that's hilarious. Like, that's so weird.
Yeah, that's
Well,
your
but-
fault for kind of limiting it.
But then you
'cause-
just like get an actual.
Well, yeah,
PC.
I mean, yeah, that's what you would do.
But did you see the video where they modded the PlayStation 4 in Linus? They made it like
Yes.
super water cooled.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like this tall or something. Oh, that
I
made
want a
me
water
laugh.
cooled Switch. Could
They
you imagine?
actually sell, because the Switch actually gets kind of hot sometimes out that vent at the top. They sell this thing you can slide over it that like blows out like the heat. It's pretty
Oh my
good.
God.
Could you? Hold on. Let's see if water cooled
Oh,
Switch.
we're gonna go back to the days of the Game Boy when you have like 50 mods on
Yeah.
the fucking console.
That's not a Switch. That's just
Yeah.
a water cooled PC.
Type in the fan on the like Nintendo Switcher. So, no Switch fan. It's great.
Fan art.
Fan art.
They don't have it.
Wow, literal porn. No.
You guys are really missing out at home.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have the split thing.
Yeah,
so-
we don't have. They don't have any of the pictures of them.
I
I've
get
seen
what you're
some
talking about.
quality pictures.
Wait, there's like this thing you slide over it, blows the air out of it. It's pretty funny looking.
But no, now I want to put like an all-in-one liquid cooler on the back, and
Yeah.
then have the radiator just like on top, and
That
then
would be cool. I just like here. You can actually see it. The Switch. You can see the heatsink in it if you look through the top fan. like part
I
of
just
it.
love
or
the
whatever.
case. It's so.
That doesn't come with though, right?
No, I had to buy this. I bought this at Target.
But it's such
I
a nice
almost
case.
bought
Like you
a
can see the
Switch.
like hopper in there. See it?
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I saw like a Zelda themed case for the Switch, and I almost just bought a Switch right then because the case looked so good.
Can I pop
Oh,
the
yeah,
card
they-
out?
Yeah,
I want to see how tiny it is.
it's microscopic.
Oop, hey, the console's sort of awake. Wow.
It is small. It's,
The thing
it's an
is,
SD card.
Probably doesn't even show up
half
anywhere.
the size of the 3DS. Cards. I've held it up.
Your camera died
I
again.
think the battery actually died that time. We'll just live it.
Woo!
Because it's actually lost live view, so I think the battery's toast.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, is this smaller than a micro SD, or a regular SD card?
I think it's probably about the same size.
I don't have one
But
that's
I don't-
spare.
Here, compared to a bottle cap.
Compared to a bottle cap, it's. I don't know.
It's tiny.
It's thick though.
Here,
It's got
let's-
thickness to it.
It's thick.
It's THICC thick.
THICC.
Oh man.
Oh, poor camera. Sorry, I shouldn't rip out your card like that.
Oh goodness gracious, that's a light.
That is a blinding light. It's almost as blinding as these above lights that we're not supposed to look at.
Oh god.
What's the comparison?
It's a card.
The Switch thing is actually smaller than an SD card.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
thicker by like twice as much, but I'm sure there's less volume.
Let's do a teardown right now.
I bet it's extremely boring inside. Just a little boring.
Oh, it looks like a.
It looks like
little
a card.
Uh-huh.
Is this thing just toast? It's just toast.
It's just toast.
All right, not recording
All right.
a podcast on there.
You open it up and it's just alien technology.
Head out.
Well,
'Cause
I
it's
guess we can go ahead and end the
almost
podcast.
Yeah,
Alright.
we've talked about things for a while.
I think it's a pretty good podcast. So,
It's solid.
Hey,
so I don't know I won't promise that these are going to be regular, but they will be more often.
yes.
I can't
At
say they'll
least.
be
And next
weekly.
week I'm gonna probably come back and
If we
play
can get
Mario
3
Odyssey.
people to show up at once, we'll try.
We'll make Michael come. We'll drag him by his feet.
I'm pretty certain that at 5 I'm going to get the text of I just woke up because almost every
Right.
podcast has
Is he
been
still working? Blah blah blah.
late night shift,
Yeah.
third shift.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say
Yeah.
what he was
Blah, blah,
working
blah,
on.
blah, blah.
Yeah, he's still third shift in it. So
I
yeah.
remember the first podcast we ever did when I said somebody's name and then went, I probably shouldn't have said that, so
Yeah.
we had to blank it out. So I'm careful with that.
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
since then.
you're figuring it out. You got it.
Works at Moving Stuff RS.
What?
Yeah. Moving Stuff RS. That's
Oh,
what it
yeah,
was.
yeah. But yeah. So I'm fairly certain.
I literally, since like spring semester of college, have not talked to Michael other than once over the summer. Or no, not even over the summer. I think it was during this fall semester.
Yeah.
I like messaged him on Steam and he like replied once.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
I've seen Michael in person for a little bit,
Yeah.
a few times. So
It is so hard to get a hold of that man.
it
But
shouldn't be, but it is.
But I mean, I get it. He's working a lot. so
Yeah, he is. But,
I'm not like saying bad things. I'm just saying. That,
oh no, nothing negative. It's just it
I'm
is
just
always
saying
funny.
that. That's all I'm talking about.
It's just funny that it is pretty consistent that like on the podcast day, it's like the 5 o'clock, like I just woke up.
Right.
But it's just fun.
Well, let's end the episode. then.
Yeah. So thank you
Hey,
for joining us, and
Thanks.
We'll bring these back. So,
We tried.
If you liked this podcast, subscribe to Scrub Up.
it's free.
I'm not going to say anything.
And maybe one day we'll set up a Patreon and people will actually care about what we do.
They'll get that exclusive foot cam.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
his
the
feet.
foot cam.
They're right there. You could have a camera on them.
The Patreon.
Donate
foot cam.
$1,000 to Patreon and you'll get that foot cam.
We will show you some feet. I cannot promise they are good feet.
They're not.
We watched them once.
Once.